Hey, what's up, guys? This is Martin here from Rip Kodiak. Your favorite chat is here, coming to you live like always. And on this video, I'm going to present you guys the 7 signs that someone is secretly jealous of you. Yeah, guys, it is really, really important to understand these signs that I'm about to give you. Now, most of them are going to be very, very, very subtle. You're not going to know what to look out for unless you really understand these signs. I'm telling you. But before I get on with the signs, I have to make this really important point here. Remember, there's nothing wrong with you for having people who are jealous of you. People will be jealous, envious, and spiteful because of your successes. It's going to happen, especially from your closest family members. It is going to come. It is inevitable, especially when you really start making progress in your life with your fitness, relationships, money, body, looks, everything. It will happen, okay? So just look at it as a compliment. That's what it is. So, okay, sign number 1 is that they're incredibly competitive. It's almost like they're always throwing these jabs at you. They're always like competing with you, but it's on a whole different level, because having healthy, good levels of competition is needed at times. I'm competing with my brother all the time, or with my friends, or with my business partners. I'm doing it. It is normal because it's, you're constantly pushing yourself to become better, to level up, to really reach the next level in life. It is necessary, okay? There's nothing wrong with you for being competitive. But if you can notice that your friends or your family members or people that you're just going out with, all of a sudden are very, very competitive with you. It's almost like they're being a little bit superstitious in a way. That's a great sign. That's a very strong telltale sign that someone is jealous of you. I'm telling you, bro. It doesn't get more obvious than this. And the reason why they're doing it is because it's almost like they have this little mental brain in their minds. They always want to overpower you. They want to become better. They want to just be better than you in some area. That's how they justify it. It's subconscious for the most part. Whether it's because of your looks, your body, your money, your status, your fame, your relationship, your car, your boat. It doesn't matter what it is, but the fact of the matter is, they want to compete with you. Sometimes you might actually buy a new whip, you might buy a new crib, a new house. You might, start a new business, and they just imitate your movements. They copy you. That's a very strong sign. Because, or worse, they actually want to, they go so over the top with it. They're so immersed in this whole thing, and they become better than you. That's how they justify it in their brain, okay? All right, sign number 2, and this is also a really powerful one. They actually downplay on your achievements. They undervalue your successes. Very strong telltale sign. And I've said this on numerous videos in the past. Whenever you're feeling like your friends or people that are closest to you start to, treat your successes like it's nothing, that's a big, big telltale sign that they're not your friends. The reason why they're doing it is because they're insecure. They know subconsciously, again, because most of these things are happening in their brain. They know instinctively that you're better than them. That's why whenever you accomplish something big, you really make a lot of progress, they want to undervalue and diminish your successes. They want to tell you, let's say you just bought a new car, a new whip, like a $100,000 car. They're going to tell you, oh man, it's not that big of a deal. It's nothing. A lot of people have 6-figure cars. Or you're finally being able to get that date with that hot chick. You smash, okay? Let's just say you're in a relationship with her. And then all of a sudden your friends are like, oh, bro, she's such a bitch. She's not that hot, my chick is hotter. This is what they're also going to do. They're going to talk about their own achievements. It's almost like they want to, overshadow what you're doing. And this is also, most of these signs are actually heavily intertwined. They're very connected. But whenever they're downplaying your achievements, or they're saying, like, let's say you just make more money, you make you make your first 100 grand, and they're like, oh man, it's not that big of a deal, even though it's a pretty big deal for you, right? Maybe you come from rural India, you just made your first 100 grand, it's a pretty big fucking deal for you. But they're like, it's nothing. It's nothing. Very strong sign. So whenever your friends or people who are closest to you start telling about these things, you should cut them off. They're not your fucking friends. Really. They either go with you or they stay at the same level. Plain and simple. So, sign number 3. They purposefully avoid you. Now, I know this is a really strange one. I have actually experienced this one numerous times in my life. But the reason, again, this can usually happen at places where you know that you're going to see them. At the gym, for instance. This usually happens where your haters, or your friends especially, that are jealous of you, know that you're going to be there. They know that you're consistently being in those places. And whenever they see you enter the room, whenever you walk in, they're like, boom, they act like they don't see you. And this is such a strange sign. I've just realized this. I've just done this little analysis on my own life. And I was looking back at my old friends or people that I used to hang with. A lot of them showed this sign. It's almost like they knew that I walked in, but it's like they intentionally didn't want to pay attention to me in a very strange fucking way. It's so eerie, but it's true. Some people will exhibit this sign. And again, let's say you come up to them, you tap them on the shoulder and like, oh, hey, you're here. Yeah. They notice you, I'm telling you. But they just purposefully avoided you for a reason. Because they're jealous of you, my bro. I don't know what's happening, but envy and jealousy are such powerful emotions that people just do weird and awkward shit because of it. So, which actually leads me to my next sign number 4, is that they constantly criticize you. It's almost like you're being stabbed in the back. They always attack you. They throw all these insults, they throw all these, words at you. They, craft you or forge you in a certain way. And it's intentional for the most part. It's like you can be the best person in the world. You can do such amazing things. You can be such a good person, but they will always find that crack in your armor, that weakness that you have. And they will always attack you for it. And it's so lame. It's disgusting. If you're doing it to your own friends, fuck you. That's such disgusting behavior. It's awful, man. And the reason why they're doing it is because, again, it goes back to the whole jealousy thing. They always actually they're doing it because it makes them feel better. Whenever they put you down, whenever they throw some insults at you, or they're taunting at you or whatever, they know that subconsciously they're feeling better because of it. As weird and as, philosophical it's going to sound, it's for a reason, because it just raises their ego in a way. They just feel better because of it. Oh yeah, I put this guy down. Yeah, I downplayed on his achievements. This guy is so good at what he does, but let me just find let me find his weak points. Let me see what he does wrong. It is so messed up, but it's true, bro. And you may not feel that this is intentional, but it is intentional. They do it for a reason. And also, a lot of people have such ego problems today. They're so arrogant. They have no self-confidence. And the only thing they want to do is put you down. Because they can see you're confident, you're shining, you're having all this, you're juiced up, you have all this energy. You really want to, push it in life. You have that drive, the charisma, that hunger for becoming better. But they will always find a way to find that little hole in your life. Intentionally. This is not on purpose. This is not, accidental. This is not a coincidence. I'm telling you. So really, this is a big sign, bro. Okay, sign number 5. They gossip about you. And sometimes this is also a very tricky one. You may not be able to spot this. But sometimes you might, especially if they're like in your friend circle, or you're like in a little gathering, you have that little spot. You might be able to spot on something with this. Because a lot of times, especially when they're having some beers, when they're having a lot of fun, they're being a little drunk, they're being intoxicated or whatever. People usually display their true self when they're influenced by alcohol, especially. So they may say some weird shit about you. They may attack you. They may tone at you. I don't know. Something is going to happen. But whenever somebody's gossiping about you, big telltale sign that they're jealous of you. And sometimes, like I found with this sign specifically, you're not going to know it until someone actually tells you about it. Like a close friend, a family member, a buddy of yours. This is when it's usually going to come to life for you. Because a lot of times you're not going to be aware of it. But you might be able to spot little cues when it comes to it. Especially like at the gym. I found this to be true at the gym or public spaces. When you're just about to enter a room or you're just walking in and you can spot your friends, sitting there at their own table, or maybe they're doing some, let's just say at the gym, maybe they're doing their own workout, and you can see them and they're looking at you as well. And they're like having these little laughs, right? They're smirking and whatever. But then as soon as you come by them, you come really close, they get really quiet. There's a really high chance that they were talking about you. Really strong chance. Or they were talking some shit behind your back. And one of the strongest things that I personally look out for with friends or with people in general, and I think this is a really good, this is like a good rule of thumb that I think every single person that's watching this should apply, is pay attention to if they're talking shit about somebody else behind their back. Really strong sign. Like, I never personally engage in this kind of activity. I've made this role in my life a long time ago. Like, I made that pledge. I'm never going to do it. I'm never going to talk negatively about somebody else. Especially if I don't know them personally. If someone wants to talk some shit about some other people, some other person, let them do it. I don't want to be a part of it. Let me out of it, man. I don't want to be engaged in that gossip, that, a drama, baby girl kind of shit, because it's not for me. So, gossip is a really strong sign, especially if they talk negatively about other people right in front of you. There's such a high chance they're going to talk shit about you behind your back. Telling you. So, sign number 6. And this is also a very weird and strange one, but I've seen it happen. Is that they're actually happy when they see you fail. They're happy when you fail. And this is so messed up in a way, but it makes a lot of sense. Because you're so much above them. You've elevated so much. It's like you've surpassed them in every single way. And they're actually being happy when you screw up, when you mess it up. Whenever you do something wrong, it's like they purposefully laugh about it in a way. They're enjoying your failure. Or whenever you're going through some kind of major adversity, they're enjoying it. And it's so messed up, bro. It's disgusting when it's happening. Bro, but this is just a part of living in this disturbing existence. It is part of life. But I found that this tends to happen especially with your old friends, or if you're still, commiserating and you're still being around your old friends after you have leveled up, then this might happen. But if you have already found your new circle, and if you're, in that new, environment already, this is a lot less likely to happen. I'm telling you, because they know who you are. They know that you're a great human being, that you're capable, you're talented, and that you're just a good man or a good woman. So they're far less likely to display this kind of behavior around you. So the last sign is that, and I didn't know this actually. I was not aware of this sign at all, but it makes a lot of sense. Sign number 7. They intentionally give you the wrong advice so that you can fail, or look awkward or weird, or flimsy, or that you're not successful. That's why they're doing it. So that it appears like you're making such a mistake in your life, and it's so obvious. That's why they're doing it. And yes, like, guys, I know what somebody's thinking who's watching this. They're like, bro, can people be really so evil with it? Yes. Some people can really take it that far. I know this is a very crazy and radical example, but it can happen. But this usually happens with these people who are like super obsessive about you. They're like these extreme jealous haters. Because normal people don't really engage in this kind of behavior, but people who are like super obsessed and focused on your life and who you are and what you're gonna do, they might intentionally give you the wrong advice. I've seen this so many times at the gym with me, for instance, because when I'm out and about, I'm doing my own thing. I don't really get caught in this. I don't think about other people. I'm just doing my own thing. I'm pushing the weight. I'm being strong, baby, and that's my main focus when I'm at the gym. Or when I'm working my business, I'm just doing that. But at the gym especially, it's very easy for people to give you advice. Like oh my God, that's a whole different video. I get so many people that come up to me and they try to give me workout advice and what I should do and how I should correct my form. When I'm like literally, and this is not to flex, bro, but I'm basically almost every single time I'm the strongest guy in the gym. Especially when it comes to the shoulder press, the bench press, rows, legs. Bro, I kill it. I smash it. But it's like I can always get this one weirdo that comes up to me. Or even sometimes some of my old friends did this in the past. They were like, bro, you should fix your form. I'm like, bro, I'm already doing it. No, but you should go lower on your push-up, You need to go all the way down. I'm like, and I'm just sitting there, or I'm standing there. I'm looking at myself in the mirror. I'm looking at him, looking at me, looking at him. I'm like, bro, I'm just thinking to myself, bro, this guy's not as big as me. He's short. He's small. Why is this guy giving me workout advice? This guy's giving me workout advice. Like, why is that the case? But anyway, like, this can happen, bro. Or they intentionally give you the wrong business advice. Or they purposefully tell you that you should invest in this because this is the best investment, even though it might be a horrific mistake. It might be the worst possible business investment ever. And it can turn out to be like a complete mess, like the worst possible scenario. So no. But to wrap it up, these signs are all true, bro. I've experienced many of them, if not all of them, actually. To be frank with you guys, I think I've seen them all, man. So that's about it. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. We have a free Discord group that you can join down below, and that's about it. Have a great day.